Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Between Rounds in brand new, shiny Technicolor format.
Still the same episode.
Still technically the same episode,
Yeah,
yes.
kind of.
But
Dennis
Maria...
changed his shirt.
I'm Maria now.
James is Marina. So for those of you who don't know, it's probably all of you, actually.
Yeah.
This is James.
James
our,
is the guy we're always talking to over
Yeah.
there behind the camera.
our producer. The guy who elevated us from some assholes who draft to some assholes who draft, but like well-framed and
yeah,
stuff.
exactly.
So,
Yeah, well-ish.
well-ish.
He's a professional filmographer.
I own a camera and people pay me money to use it.
Exactly.
And long may it
Well,
continue.
you have a production company
Sure, why not?
right here. You can edit that in?
No.
Okay. Maybe you don't hire James.
Like the production company is called Moving Fingers.
What your production company is called?
It's called Land's Leaving.
Land's Leaving.
And
Do you know?
if Wizards of the Coast are watching, hire me. I'll do amazing coverage of things.
I want you to figure out, because he told me before, why is our friend James Keating have a production company called Land's Leaving?
It's
I have no idea.
tough. It's a tough
When
one.
you type, if you attempt to type James Keating into a phone, it auto-completes as Land's Leaving.
I like it.
Hence the production company name, which is excellent.
Thank you.
That's exactly the same reason some of my friends call me Onion.
That's how it came up for me.
Yeah.
Mine
Lazy
autocorrects
friends.
Yeah.
into Demise,
Right.
which is appropriate.
Yeah.
So, because James is our guest this time,
Yeah.
James has brought a topic. So, James, what do you want to talk about?
All right, I want to talk about why you like the kind of decks you like in Magic.
So, the kind of decks that we like to play and why.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So,
Do you want to start?
yeah.
Sure, I'll start. Okay, I like to play burn decks.
You like to burn
in
decks?
all formats
Okay.
exclusively. And if I can draft a super aggro-y, burny deck in a draft, I will.
Okay.
And that's because you like counting to 20. That's what that is.
No, I hate counting.
You hate counting.
I hate in
So you
general.
wanna
I
be bad
play
at
Magic. I play Magic to relax
Okay.
and not think too much. So I just play a nice simple deck where I've got a good chance of winning.
That's a controversial statement.
I play burn, so all the burn players are going to complain about me. It's not that complicated.
He's one of you. Yeah.
All right.
The thing is, though, burn doesn't have as many complex decisions
It has some tough decisions.
Your goal
occasionally.
is clear, but the decisions are far more punishing.
Yeah, like if you screw up in a burn game.
There's no plan B.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you do have to know whether to bolt the creature or the person. And pro tip, usually it's the person.
Yep.
I mean, no, I
You heard it here first, guys. Pro tip.
I
It's usually
like
the
playing
person.
the deck. I like the feeling that I always have a chance and I can always top deck to win. Like the opponent's on 3 life, and I'm like, I've got no cards, but I got 3 lands and I might draw a lightning bolt. I like that. I'm never gonna you've wiped my board, I'm screwed.
So you embrace the variance of Magic wholeheartedly.
Yeah, because usually
Like a
it
tender
works-
lover.
When I play other decks, it works against me.
Okay.
Totally.
Okay.
Okay, so you just want to your idea is if you stack your deck with basically
All the same
6 of the
cards,
same
yeah.
card, yeah.
Pretty much 6, yeah, and or more.
40 of the same card.
40 of the same card.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about you, Oisin? You and I have similar answers, I think.
Yeah.
But you can go first.
I like to play. Well, I think it depends on the format for me.
Okay.
Like in limited, I tend to draft or favor drafting really, really slow control decks when the format allows it.
Okay.
I had a deck in a draft during the week that was a black-white allies deck,
Right.
and it was perfect. And it wasn't the best black-white allies deck, but it was so slow. And I had 3 Spawnbinder mages. I had 3 of them.
You ever heard of a thing? I'm going to inject with a sexual innuendo. Not even just a question. You ever heard of a thing called the slow jerk?
No, I haven't.
I like that you said inject with the section, which is one in itself.
No,
Yeah.
so I had 3 Spawnbinder mages, I had a Calastra healer, I had a retreat to Emeria. So my lands were draining them. It was amazing.
I hate you.
Yeah. And I remember there was one match in particular that I won 2-0 without attacking.
That's fun.
It was beautiful. With just Calastra healer and Zulaport Chain Mage.
Yeah.
And I had one of the 2/4 flyer that whenever you gain life, they lose a life.
Yeah, I know the card you're talking about.
But it was exactly what I want to be doing.
So you like to draft those are atypical limited decks. Because you had to clarify when it's supported, because sometimes it's not.
Yeah, no, it's like that's why I didn't like Gatecrash, because Gatecrash was just not
Two
a
drops
fan
city.
of this, and Origins in a similar way. Like I like when I can play a deck where I can just control the board, and I love board stalls. I love those. I love ways to win through board stalls. And I want to play slow. I want to make a lot of decisions. I want to see most of my deck and have it all matter.
So that's in limited, where the card pool is not your choice.
Yeah.
You don't really play standard,
I used to play standard.
but you never were huge into standard. Really.
I was reasonably in standard during. I kind of fell out of standard after.
Karen's gonna.
No, I played. So I played a red green Devotion deck
I remember that, yeah.
in Theros Standard, which was a little bit more aggressive than the normal red green Devotion decks, just because this is the thing. I started off my Magic playing favouring aggressive decks, and now I can't stand aggressive decks.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Has something changed in you?
Will I change at some point? Will I turn into you?
It happens to everyone.
I don't want
It happens
that.
to everyone.
No.
Basically, at some point in every Magic player's life, they
Same
realise
thing,
that blue is the best.
I
Blue is
started
the
off
best
playing
color.
blue.
You start.
So no, I
you'll-
started playing Teamer, and then went, who needs this
Cut
blue
this.
crap? And then I went, who needs the screen?
You're saying that at some point, so he's gonna realize that blue is the best color. He's gonna start growing hair in weird places. He's gonna have
Yeah,
weird
exactly.
feelings.
Every
Got
Magic player
enough
goes through
hair.
that change. So yeah, no, and I think I stopped playing Standard after Dragons of Tarkir because they printed Dramoka's Command and I was playing Ascendancy tokens.
It's a problem.
And my deck didn't work anymore, and I didn't want to build another one. I
That
just
happened
didn't
to me
want
with
to.
Red Green Devotion,
Yeah.
and they took away all the devotion cards, and they made the things bigger than Atarka,
Yeah.
and that's bad because that was the biggest thing, and
Yep.
it killed all the things.
So
You
yeah.
see, I think deeply about this game.
I think where I'm at now is I do like the control decks, but I'm more a fan of the kind of the aggro control decks, or sort of Delver style
Constructed.
tempo-y decks.
Now, I want to ask you a funny question.
Okay.
What was on its way to you in the post a couple of weeks ago when we found out that a certain friend is not going to be joining us in Modern anymore?
3 copies of Splinter.
Took off his Splinter that he paid full price for.
Oh baby,
3
you
copies
poor
of Splinter
thing.
3. It was actually, I didn't pay full price for them.
It was
What
Puka Trade.
What it said, I had them up on Puka Trade, and
You weren't quick off the button.
I was fairly confident that they were going to get banned. So I was like, okay, I should remove these from my Puka Trade. But I was like, oh, the ban list isn't until Monday. It's Friday. I'll just leave it. And I
Famous
woke
last
up
words.
on Saturday morning when the ban list had been leaked, and Wizards went, screw it, we'll just announce it early. And I had 3 copies of Splinter Twin.
En route, have they arrived yet?
They have.
How do you like them?
I love them.
How do you like those coasters you got?
I play a lot of Legacy. No, I like that. It's fine. I think an unban is a thing that could happen in the future.
Sure.
But yeah, no, I have 3 copies of Splinter Twin. I don't have the 4th, thank goodness.
If it gets unbanned, it'll cost 10 times as much. So
Yeah.
you probably should get it now
Exactly.
while it's really cheap.
You heard it
So
here first.
yeah, buy all the band cards. But yeah, no, that's the kind of deck I like to play. Although I'm not a huge fan of combo decks, but Splinter Twin never felt like a combo deck to me.
I have a similar approach. Now, I exclusively play Limited because I'm a real Magic player.
Okay.
And I'm so sorry. I like to play decks that give me lots of decisions.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to be like, I like to play the deck that is best for the seat that I'm drafting in because it gives me the best win percent. Because that's not the question.
Okay.
That's against the spirit of the question. I like to play decks that give me options. And let's take Cube, for example.
Okay.
I like to play blue-red in Cube.
Yep.
Because blue-red lets me draw and go. But it's not go because I'm going to counter and rat. It's like I get to go, all right, end step, lightning bolt you, untap, char you, searing spear you, game. I like playing on that kind of separate axis where I guess that is, I like Counterburn. Okay, I like Counterburn, which is a control deck technically.
Yep.
But it doesn't feel as shitty as a control deck because, a lot of my damage is 1-for-1s.
Yep.
I don't get to Supreme Verdict everything, kill everything. I feel like I'm always in control. I like to be the puppet master and you're all my marionettes and you dance to my tune.
Creature aggro decks, I have no interest in.
Like,
really.
they're fine. It's like, if that's not available, I'll fall back into hard value.
The Jumdi style.
The Esper style.
Ooh,
I like it
Esper
when-
style value.
I like it when things enter the battlefield.
And
Then I get to do it and make him come back again. I like flickering is probably my favorite thing to do in Magic.
Yeah.
Brago is my commander because I hit him. I'm like, I got a million Precursor Golems. I get to Stronic Resonator this thing. I drew all my Muldrifter cards. It's sweet. But
You can Strionic Resonator Brago.
no, because they're different objects afterwards. You have to select them when they target.
Oh no.
It doesn't work.
That's a shame.
It's not the same.
Oh well.
But I can't really explain to you why I like it. That's just something that gives me like a warm, fuzzy feeling on the inside. But overall, I think I like to play the decks that give me decisions, that give me options, and I don't mind playing creature-based decks. That's why I play Limited. Creature-based Magic is how I like to play.
Yeah.
But if given the option, I want to be electrolyzing stuff.
Okay. Like, I mean, you made it a bad thing there, but like the correct answer for a limited player is
The best.
the best deck in your seat. But
The question was what my
what
favorite
do you
deck.
prefer?
Yeah. In Limited, I like curving out. I play a lot of blue-green in Limited.
Okay.
I think blue-green is the best archetype to have in limited, assuming all archetypes are equal. Because I think having the tempo of the blue and the beef of the green, the surf and turf, if you will,
Sure.
is just a great way to play. And both the times I top 8 of the SPTQs was with blue-green sealed deck.
Yeah.
So, sample size or whatever.
Sure.
But it's definitely the best 2 colors of Magic.
Yeah, no, blue-red's kind of in my wheelhouse. I'm a big fan of that. Blue, red, and then sometimes you splash white.
Unless you splash white. But
Someday you'll realise you don't need the blue or the white, except some green for destructive rivalry.
Sure.
And some white possibly for, say, lightning helix.
Boros
Charm,
Charm,
right?
Boros
That's it. Anything else is just misleading.
Boros Charm is a red card wearing a white hat. Like it's
right?
It's not a white
It's got all these other things on it that you'll never ever do.
No.
Apparently, someone once told me, I think this is never meant, someone told me you can use it to make your creatures indestructible.
Yeah,
Is that a thing that's true?
Yeah, that's a thing
you
that's
can.
true. Sometimes you use it to give you a thing that you become immenced.
Double strike.
Yeah.
That's a
Or
thing.
you can save your Goblin Guide.
But it's never going to do more than 4 damage. Yeah?
No.
Just 4
It's
damage.
good if you occasionally turn the burn deck in Modern into 1-drop Zoo, which
One-drop
is super
Zoo.
aggro creatures.
That's been a thing recently.
And
isn't
then
it?
and then you just beef up one of your guys and go Boros Charm and they go, 4 damage. I go, no.
How do you feel about the Hyper Eldrazi aggro?
It's horrible.
It's horrible, but it's
I think
aggro.
Yeah, but it's like, oh look, I'm gonna play, say, Wild Nicottle. It's a 2/2 right now, and it might be a 3/3 next turn.
It's not just a 5/5
And
haste
it's
travel.
like, cool, you're dead now. Great. It's the same kind of thing that I like playing, but
But
I mean,
unfun.
I'm playing in a fair way with, my land makes 1 mana.
Do you think it needs a ban?
No.
It's not true.
think
Ivugan needs a ban.
You think it's Ayavugan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you can let a mimic, turn 2 thought, not seer, hit you for 12.
So, I heard an opinion that I'm a fan of. I don't actually ever have my own opinions. I just steal other people's
They're the best.
for my own
People are
purposes.
smarter than us.
But the opinion I heard is that, and I can't for the life of me remember who said this, that Temple would be a better choice for ban than I. The reasoning being, they both stop, like banning I or Temple, like stops the consistency of the Eldrazi.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the big thing. It's you've got 8 2-mana lands. That's a big deal. Banning Ayavugan does not stop turn 2 thoughts and thought knots here. Because you can go Temple.
Yeah.
And banning Ayavugan hurts Tron as well.
Sure.
And Tron's just already a reasonable deck. It doesn't need to be hated out.
Yeah.
And there was something else as well. Like the core of the argument was that like I leads to the most busted draws, but
Temple leads
to the majority of the busted draws.
Right, gotcha.
Yeah. And I is legendary too, right?
Exactly,
So,
that's kind of the thing.
So,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes
So
sense.
Temple, to me, Temple makes more sense for a ban.
They'll probably just do some stupid in the bank listener elf or whatever. So
Ban that as well. Like, it's like
Just ban Eldrazi limit.
this
Yeah,
deck's a
whatever.
problem, but let's just hit the Glistener Elf as
Yeah.
well. Yeah, that needs to get out
fuck
of
those
here.
guys.
I'm trying to think what it would take to get me into Modern. That might be a topic in and of itself.
If Delver was good, would you play Modern? Blue-red Delver.
If I never was going to win the lottery, because I'm aware I've spent more money on drafts than I would have on a Modern deck.
Yeah.
Not close, but
I'm
it's difficult for me to invest.
I have most of the core of Delver without. Bless you.
Thank you.
I have most of the core of the Delver deck that I was working on before Eldrazi came along. There's a lot of ways to beat Eldrazi in Modern. Delver's not one of them.
No, it's not.
Neither is Burn, it turns out.
They're playing your game better than you are.
Yeah.
So,
That's why I hate them so
but like,
much.
I did it all by opening draft rares and redrafting rares and draft and trading for.
That is laborious.
Yeah, it's taken me a long time, but like I bought the odd thing.
Like some Splinter Twins.
Like some Splinter Twins. Yeah, but like most of it's just been trading.
Yeah.
And trading smart, trading standard stuff for modern stuff.
So in summation, you like to play decks.
I like to play aggro control decks. I like to play decks that can control the board and can play at instant speed, but can also shift gears and just close the game. Like I like the control decks. I don't like
the philosophy.
for some reason limited. Except for some reason limited. I don't like locking the game up and now going, okay,
I'll win in
I'll win with this Nephalia Drown Yard next week. Do you know?
Despite what I said about literally draw going, I like tempo decks. I think I love deploying an early creature and then just getting stuff out of the way.
What's your favorite Magic card?
Bribery.
I thought it was Mana War.
No, it's close though, but it's bribery.
Okay.
Bribery is like 1,000,000 for one because it's not just you don't just take their creature and you get it. You take their best creature.
Okay. Unless it's in their hand.
That's the hand. But the amount of times I bribery that Emrakul,
Yeah.
the cube, and they're like,
Well,
Fuck. I love it.
because they put all that effort into making a deck that can support Emrakul, and you just put Bribery in your deck.
Bribery. It's not that I don't have to play the card. I don't even have to draft their card.
Yeah.
I let them take all the cards for me. I just steal it out from under them.
Yeah.
And you like to play Burn.
Yes.
Because Burn.
Because Price of Progress is the best card ever as well. Because look at you. When I first started playing, it's like all these people have really expensive decks. And then now I have a legacy deck and I play Price of Progress. And I'm like, I still get to punish you for having really expensive cards. You dicks.
Price of Progress.
That's €200, €200, 6 damage.
Yeah. Okay.
So thank you for joining us in what is actually, I guess, the end of our first full
Yeah.
piece.
Kinda. This is the first time we've sat down and recorded one of these.
Yeah, we're going to bring these out piecemeal because we want a little shorter
Well, this is the
content.
last one, so you already know that.
Yeah, true. I'm going to be making 15-20 minute chunks based on topics. Mm-hmm. And then you can consume them as you wish.
Wrong time to be explaining all this. We should have done this at the top of the first one.
Well, we already didn't do that.
Yeah, okay.
So, James, edit this into the...
No.
Right.
Thank you for joining us. I've been Dennis.
I've been Oisin.
James.
I've been Brian.
Nailed it.
Etc.
Plot twist.
And Maria, who had to leave, has been Maria.
Do you have anything you want to plug while you're here? We're in James's house, by the way.
Not really. If you want videos made, give me money.
Do you have a website?
Sure, probably.
Put it here. Cool. Put it right over Oisin's face.
Da-da-da-da.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
And freeze frame.